Hi there. We're about to get started, but I just want to wait just a couple minutes till 11 o'clock gets here. So I will put you on a screen that you can kind of see a picture, and we'll go from there. All right, I think we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Today is Template Tuesday. Yesterday we had Motivation Monday. Today we have Template Tuesday, and Wednesday is Business Building Wednesday. And that's what we'll talk about, some business building tips, how to build your business, how to concentrate on the things that are really going to help your business grow quickly. Thursday is Tech Tip Thursday, where we'll talk about some technical tips, things to help you with technology while you're growing your business. And then Friday is a free-for-all, and that's where we just talk about anything that you need to talk to when it comes to building your business and starting and growing your business. So that's the week in a nutshell. And I see that Randall has jumped on, and I'm really, really appreciative that you're online and ready to go. There won't be many on this call. This webinar series is just starting. So I'm super happy to have Randall on board, and I hope that I give you some great information today that you can use for your business. But anyway, today is Template Tuesday, and I'm going to talk about some things that you can use for your business that are templates that you can speed up the process of doing things. And the learning curve is not very steep on using these items, so that you can jump right in and actually use them quickly and easily. Now, I use a whole bunch of services and templates, and my goal is to show you the free stuff because there's so much out there that costs money. And when you're starting a business, you can spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get logos made and to get pictures made and little things that you need for your website or your blog. And in the long run, none of it really helped you. So you do want things to look as professional as possible. So I'm giving you some items that will help you look professional, and they're easy for you to use and create as well, and a very low learning curve, so you can learn to use them quickly. By the way, Scrappy, my mascot, my dog, he's not up on the couch today. It's actually Banshee. Banshee's one of our cats, and Banshee actually came to us when he was probably about 2 or 3 months old, and we kept him at the house. And he had this, when he came in, he had this little crick in his tail that looked like, before we got him, he had had his tail broken and it healed back in place with a pretty good crick in it. Well, when he was about maybe 6 months old, around 6 months old, he just disappeared. And you know, kitties do that for a day or 2 days, but he was gone for 6 months. So we just assumed that he'd gotten run over somewhere and we hadn't found him yet, or another family took him and they were keeping him, or he got in a car and was driven to another county and was gone away. There's no telling where he was at. But one night, late at night, I was staying up late working on the computers, probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got a scratch at the door, which meant my kitty wanted in. So I opened up the door and my kitty came in, but what I thought was another cat, a different cat, like a neighbor cat, came in, and I was like, oh heck no, we're not feeding all the neighbor cats. So I went to go get him to throw him out, and when I did, I threw him out the door, and I'm not real good on my feet. So about the time that I threw him out the door, it took me so long to get back into the house that he ran in the house again. So I was like, no way. So I went to the food bowl, which is where he ran first. And I realized after looking at him, I was like, wait a minute, you look like Banshee. And I said, Banshee? And he stopped eating and came over and rubbed up against me and then went back and started eating again. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is Banshee. And so I went in and got my oldest son and I said, Tavis, I think Banshee is here. Can you come look? So he came out and we turned on all the lights, and sure enough, we realized it was Banshee. So who knows where he was at for 6 months, but he came back to us and he's been with us ever since now. So, and he's funny because he's the youngest of our cats, but he's got speckles of white fur and a couple of white whiskers. So he actually looks like he's the oldest of our cats. We have 5 cats and he looks like he's the oldest and he's actually the youngest. But anyway, Banshee has taken the mascot spot today, so he'll be our mascot for the webinar. But anyway, back to some exciting things about your business, templates. The first thing I wanted to show you is something that you may or may not know about already, but it's called Canva. And I'm going to share my screen so that you can actually see exactly what Canva is. And thank you, Randall. Just one kitty you've got, you're lucky. But we've got 5 and they keep us very, very busy. But anyway, Canva is a wonderful program that allows you to create some of the most amazing things. So you can go to canva.com and you can create a username and password. I've already created one, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in with my username and password. And when you actually are logged in, it gives you a bunch of different options, and you can see some of the things that I've done with Canva already. I've created an upcoming events PDF file. I created a magazine cover. I've created a flyer. I've created all kinds of neat things in Canva, and you can go from simple to complex. Up here are some of the things that you can create. You can create social media graphics. So you can create a Facebook header, a Twitter header. You can create just a box that you can put in a blog. Lots of neat things. You can create a presentation, a poster, a Facebook cover here, a Facebook post here, a blog graphic, which is wonderful. I've used this to create blog graphics before. And then cards and email headers, all kinds of neat things. I'm going to go into the social media area, and we'll see what that has for us. And right here you can see that you've got some neat layouts that are templates that are already put together for you. So you could actually pick one of these. And I want to give you kind of a tip. If you look right here, you see where this one says free. That means all the elements in that particular item, that layout, are going to be free. But if you scroll down to the next one down, do you see where it says $? That means that that one has something in there that has to be paid for. So if you choose that item, it's going to end up costing you some money. So let me go up to one of the one that's free. Let's say this one. We'll choose that one. And we can actually start editing this. You can see that there's blocks here. I can change the date. So let's change the date to today's date. So today's 1st and 05 of 2016. And we can change this information. So we can change this to day 2 of our and there you have it. Now, if you want to make that smaller so it fits right, you can actually go right here. You can choose the font. You can choose the size. We'll just downsize it a little bit. Make it a little bit bigger. Maybe go one more size up. There we go. That looks good. So now we've actually changed the look of the label or the layout. We can actually choose to save this. So we can download it right here. And it allows you to download it in a JPEG format, a PNG format, or you can actually download it as a PDF, a standard PDF, or for print PDF. It's pretty amazing to me that this is a free program, very easy to use, and super fun to use. Now, if you take a look, there's also layers of items. Like we could change this picture if we wanted to. We can rotate the picture. There's a lot of neat things we can do. You're really only limited to your imagination. And I'll show you in a minute where you can get some free pictures that you could add to this. But that's canva.com. Let's go back. I'm just going to close this picture. And we'll go back here to the original. And we can do a presentation, a poster. Let's take a look at the Facebook cover. This one's really neat because this one gives you a Facebook cover that you could see. And I hope everybody can see my screen. Are you able to see my screen, Randall? Does it tell you that which element? Yes, Randall, it does tell you which element costs money, and you can remove it. That's another neat thing is you can get something that is really, really prepared, and you can see it. You can separate out each of the objects, and the thing that actually causes the item to cost money, you can take out and put in your own picture, your own item. So that to me is another really cool thing about Canva is you can adjust that to make it so it doesn't cost you money. So here are the Facebook layouts, and these are just awesome. I think they're fantastic. It just amazes me that these items are free for people that are using them. And again, the items that you do use, if like this one costs money, find the items that are paid items and just take them out. Super easy to use, add your own items, and you're ready to go. So that's Canva in a nutshell. And let me move on to the next item, which was really cool that I like. This one's Cool Text. I don't know if you know about Cool Text, but Cool Text is a program that allows you to create some, I think they're in PNG or JPG formatting pictures that allow you to put really cool text into your website or your blog or any type of item that you're looking to make. You can even make some of these and add them to your Canva design. And they're super simple. Let's say I wanted to make a logo with this style. So I jump in, change the settings. I'm going to just make it my name. And it changes it right away. And you can actually go in. all I do when I make these, I want you to also notice that it's a transparent background. So this is going to be a PNG because it can handle a transparent background. But all I do when I'm done making it exactly what I want it is I right click it and do save image as, and then save my image wherever I want it to go. And then I'll be ready to use that image in a Canva creation or your website or blog or anything else that you're going to create. So that is Cooltext. It's actually super, super easy to use. It's at cooltext.com, and you'll find it under logo design. And I love it and use it all the time. And the last thing I wanted to show you, which is something that you can actually use with Canva and anything else that you're making, is Morguefile. Morguefile is a free photo archive, and it allows you to grab some pictures and use them for your website, your blog, any other creation that you have. All you do is go down to free photos, and there are a ton of free photos that are available to you. And to me, they're absolutely beautiful photos, just amazing pictures that are just very, very easy to use. And say you decided to use this picture, you just click it and download the image. Now, let's take a look real quickly at the licensing that we have with this. So you have to go to the About page, and it says, are the images really free? Yes, the Morguefile images are really free to use in creative projects, although they are not in the public domain. You're still responsible for legal content of the images, including any model releases and property releases. These images are provided with free usage right. It is similar to taking the image yourself, but you cannot claim ownership of the image. So you can use them, but there are some restrictions. One of the things that you need to remember is, if at all possible, give credit to the photographer. So if you're doing a website, you can have a little section on your website that says photo credits, Morguefiles, and the name of the photographer that created the photo. And that way you've got your Heine covered and everything else is covered. And you'll see that the information on the file is right here. Here's the photographer right here, and you want to make sure that you give credit where you can. So those are the main things that I wanted to talk to you about in template design today, is canva.com, cooltext.com, and morguefile.com. So do you have any questions for me? Yeah, Randall, I've used Cooltext I don't know how many times. I super love it, and I really love all the creative different ways that you can create Cooltext. And I also love that you can get it in PNG format so that the background is transparent. So you can actually add it to pretty much anything, and you don't have to worry about that white background that you have to get rid of. So it makes everything super easy and actually really fun to do. So, wow, that was a really fast webinar. I was thinking I could talk through that and take an hour or two, but apparently not. I'm a really fast teacher. But I am working, I will tell you on a couple things that I am working on. I do have a business where you can create applications for the iPhone, Android, and Kindle, and post them up to app platforms like iTunes and like Google Play and Amazon. And I'm pushing that as a possible business for people to start. I actually build applications for companies myself, and I absolutely love the process of creating applications. It's really fun, and I use Cooltext and I use Canva to be able to create graphics to put into the applications. The cool thing about the service that I offer people is that you can actually join my app building company, and you get templates and everything. It's almost like a drag and drop system where you can use a template, drag and drop graphics and information in there, and you're ready to publish without having to know programming or coding. Real simple and easy to use, and that is called iCardinal Apps. I'll put that in the put that in the chat. And then I also am going to be starting a coaching business. I'm finding out that as people get started in their app business, they have a lot of questions and they don't quite know what to do next, especially when they start to personalize the apps and take the template and make it unique. So I'm starting a 52-week coaching program that I'm super excited about. It is called the App Foundation. It'll be released on February the 1st, hopefully, if everything goes well. But it is like a membership site where you get access, depending on the level that you come in, you get access to personal training and webinars, training webinars, and how to build your business and grow your business and get customers. And that's called the App Foundation. And there's the link to it. And that'll be going live 1st of February, hopefully, if everything goes well. I'm super excited about both of them. I also have a ton of other things that I do. I create Amazon books that I sell on Amazon, and I also sell on BarnesandNoble.com and BooksAMillion.com, and those are going really well. And it's actually really funny because most of them are cookbooks, and I'm a terrible cook. I was not made to be in the kitchen for very long, which is why I created the cookbooks. Because over the years, having 4 children, raising 4 children, and being married, you know that there were times where I had to be in the kitchen and cook. And I learned how to do what I call dump and go recipes, where you just kind of dump things and have a great time and let her rip, and don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen, because that's not something I like to do. So when I actually had my amputation and was down, I decided that I would try to put a book together of all the dump and go recipes that I have created over the years, and figured out how to make over the years, the things that I've figured out how to make. So I started writing everything down, and I figured out I had enough to do a breakfast and do a lunch and do a dinner and do a kids. And so that's what I've been doing. Is I've got a dump and go breakfast cookbook out. I've got a dump and go dinners cookbook out. I've got a dump and go kids cookbook out. Then I also wrote another book on Crohn's disease, just because I had dealt with Crohn's disease on my own, so I went ahead and wrote a book on that. So I've got 4 books out on Amazon, and I've got another cookbook coming out that is called Dump and Go Diabetic. So I'm super excited about that too. Ready to get it finished so I can get it published. I also do Udemy courses. So I create courses that I put on Udemy, and I just do these real quick, simple videos to explain whatever it is I'm explaining, and then throw it up on Udemy and let her rip. I don't do advertising for the Amazon books. I don't do advertising for the Udemy courses, and both of those are doing well for me. I also am in the process of converting some of my Udemy courses to DVD and then a CD for the PC, and going to be selling those on Amazon and eBay. So the Udemy courses that I've created, I'm going to start packaging into a DVD and a CD for the personal computer, so people can buy the CD or the DVD instead of paying for Udemy class or something like that. So just something very different, and something that I'm really excited about. And as I recover from my amputation, they're just things to keep me really busy and keep my brain occupied while I learn how to walk again. And the walking is going great. I don't know if, Rando, you've watched the previous video, but I talked a little bit about my amputation. Actually, a lot about my amputation. And I'm actually recovering nicely. I did purchase a We Fit You just a couple of days ago from Amazon and got it in, and that thing wore me out. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be an easy workout, and I did about 30 minutes yesterday, and I was quite sore. So I'm going to do another 30 minutes today to see how I do. But I can see that it's going to be great to help me strengthen and tone. And probably the biggest reason I bought it is to help me balance. Right now, because my right side was amputated, I lean all the way over to the left when I'm standing or walking. And one of the goals is to actually start to learn to distribute my weight to both sides, the right and the left, distribute it evenly. And that way I'll walk a lot better and it won't be so stressful on my hips and back. So I'm hoping that that will help a lot. And there's a lot of exercises they do in the We Fit You that are for balancing. So I'm super excited about that. I'm not good at it yet. They have a trampoline game where you stand up on the We Fit board and you squat down and then you stand up real fast and it makes you jump on the trampoline. And the goal is to do that with your weight distributed evenly between both legs so that when you jump, you go straight up. But because I'm still putting most of my weight on my left, when I jump, I go straight to the left. So, so I have a lot to go on that one. There's a lot of work I got to do. But anyway, Randall, do you have any more questions for me? I'm so glad that you were here today to just listen to me ramble. And I hope that maybe you got some pointers and something out of it. Sounds like you've used Cooltext before. And Morgue Files and Canva are two really good resources to grab some templates and make some really cool things. So, yay, no questions. Okay, well, I guess that's it for Template Tuesday. I hope you'll be here on Wednesday when we talk about business building ideas and how to build your business. I've got some great resources there for you, and hopefully I'll see you then. And until then, have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on Business Building Co-op.